No. All right. So one of the things that you can use the first part of the fundamental theorem for, and it comes up occasionally on the...
We thought you were Lily.
We saw someone short coming out of building 1 and we thought it was Lily.
I was like, wait, oh no.
You're such a disappointment.
I looked down to make sure I had my shoes on and everything. I was like, now she's coming, I think.
Yeah. All right. So one of the things you can use the first part of the fundamental theorem for is making a function given a derivative and a value. So for example, consider the function y equals f of x whose derivative, dy dx, is tangent x, so that f of 2 is equal to 7.
Mooncakes.
See?
What can I say?
Was
Ming-Wei present?
It's Ming-Wei.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not.
Nothing.
Alright, nothing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh God.
What have you done?
Lily's saying a couple things too.
Reflexes? Thanks.
What an eraser. Alright.
So, as I was saying, one of the things you can use the first part of the fundamental theorem for is to create a function if you know the function's derivative and at least one value of the original function. So, take for example, the function y equals f of x whose derivative, dy dx, is tangent x, so that f of 2 is equal to 7. So those are the two things you want to do. So using the fundamental theorem, we can start with this. Let y be equal to the integral from a to x of tangent of t dt. Now, why do we do that? So that if we take the derivative of this with respect to x, what do we get? No, we get tangent of x. That's the first part of the fundamental theorem. Okay? Now, to ensure that f of 2 is equal to 7, the easiest thing to do is, remember, if we do the integral from 2 to 2 of anything, we get 0, right? So let a be equal to 2. Then the value of this at 2 will be, well, that's 0, and just add on a plus 7. So y would be the integral from 2 to x of tangent of t dt plus 7. Now, if this is something that you can find an antiderivative for, most of the time we do that. But you don't know the antiderivative for tangent, at least not at this point. So you would just leave it like this. Okay? That makes sense? We will come back to this later on when we're doing more antiderivative stuff. And we will do the rest of this lesson another day when we have more time. But for now, we're going to take the quiz.